Everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 5, Episode 85 with me, Sid, and last episode... I'm sorry, I'm just very carefully avoiding looking at him. Last episode... Oh, okay, he's gone. Where's he gone? He's back. Somewhere. Oh, just go away. Oh, man. Anyway, I've done cuttings of those, so we should be able to get quite a lot of cuttings once they're fully grown. I'm waiting for that to spread. Now we've recovered from that little fiasco. And last episode, we finished off creating this, which in any other game would have been easy as... Well, apart from that bit wouldn't have been easy, but this bit would have been easy. The building, hardest bit, because it's TerraFirmaCraft. And as I've said before, TerraFirmaCraft makes things difficult. Now, the other thing we've got is all of the trees grew again, and there's some more things up there. We've got loads of different little threads going at the moment. So, for example, I could really do with improving my armor, because I'm just using chain and some bronze boots at the moment, which, you know, they're alright, but they can be better. You know, even steel's better. Black steel would be better still, and obviously red or blue steel even better again. Sorry, I'm just... Yes, it is weeds culture. So, this episode, what do I want to do? Well, first things first, I want to put a space underneath the infusion altar to put stabilizers. And when I say stabilizers, at the moment I mean those. I've got a couple of other bits and pieces, but that will help. Every little helps. That's the key. So we are going to want... We've got my chisel, we've got the things. We're going to want to... trying to think how we want to do this. Ladders, probably. And if a carpenter's hatch would actually work. Yeah, that would work very well. Along with a piece of silverwood. No, a piece... yeah, a piece of silverwood, just so it stands out a little bit. So, I think I've got plenty of things. Should I take the creeper skulls down? I don't know whether even creeper skulls count as a stabilizer. I know zombie heads do. Creeper skulls, not so. I've got a feeling they do, but at the risk of destabilizing this thing, let's not go there. So what we're going to do is we're going to come out here. That block will need to... Actually, no, we can leave... yeah. Let me just go and grab a little bit of glowstone so I can take that block out and change this up a little bit, and I shall be right back. Alright, so my plan is very simple. We are going to chisel out underneath this altar, just big enough to get all of our relevant blocks done. And I do want to also drop down. So let's just get this going. I'm not going for a absolutely insane stabilization. That is not happening for this LP. I'm not entirely sure whether we'll end up even coming close to the level of... What's the word I'm looking for here? The level of stabilization required when you get multiple layers and multiple skulls. I will settle myself with, I think we'll go down 4, and that will allow me to put in 2, and then if I could put a layer of glass in and another 2, that should still be low enough beneath that, I believe. Actually, should we stay at 2? Let's just stay at 2 below, I think, for now, and if we need to go higher, then we will. Now, luckily we can do this all safely because we can just take out the chisel blocks, so that's all good. And we can just, hammer these out. Leaving it too deep. And we'll, I don't know, can I, let me just check, can you stick a, not sure. Let us, right, well I've got 3 glowstone on me, so even if I have to break that, it's not the end of the world, is it? Because it won't, yeah, it won't take a block. Actually, I should have just left it, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. What we'll do is we'll do this. We'll whack a glowstone block in there just to make sure this is nicely illuminated. We'll stick a block there. We will stick... Now, I think, if I remember rightly, carpenter's hatchers function like ladders, but I could be wrong. Yeah, they don't. Okay. Damn you. But if I put you on this side, you still... that is not good. Oh, this is going to be awkward, isn't it? I can tell. Nope. Okay. Right, well, I need to work out how I'm going to get in and out of here. It may not be on this thing, because maybe we'll come in here like that. That might be a better solution. Then we can just leave this completely. Yeah, let's just try that. We'll see what we can do with that. Oh, bomb. Okay, doesn't matter. We can work with that. He says. Now, if we were to do that and make, hang on, stick that on there, and then we were to swap that out for that, can we can get in, and you can't get out. Why are you so awkward, huh? Annoying. Right, we'll try something else than that. Still nothing is looking out of place, so we'll pop that back down like that, and we'll work out what we're going to do there. But in the meantime, yeah, we're still lit. That one's a little bit odd, but again, we have got a, I think that one or that one has got a glowstone. Let me hollow this out, and I will be right back with you. God damn it, I left them too long again. Right, well, there is a solution to this problem, and that is these little puppies. Yeah, I'm just going to have to make sure that I'm behaving myself. Now, in theory, if I cut all of these, I'll get 35. Once I got all, if I cut them all back, I'll get 35 cuttings. So it shouldn't take me that long to fill all of that field with flax. However, that's not what we're doing. What we're doing right now is we are going to have a drink. And we're going to head down back into the TerraFirmaCraft area where we, oh, hang on. Let's put that away. Where we are going to go and put down these stabilizers. I'm going to keep the 2 things out for now, but what we've got, simple enough. Come in here, trapdoor, down here, and the key to TerraFirmaCraft stabilization is everything has to be mirrored. So if I were to place one here, I need to place one there. If I place one here, I need to place one there. If I were to place one here, I would have to place one there, and similarly there to there. Now, if we do this right, we should be able to move around in here without having to, because we'll never have, this one will never be filled in because I need that to get in and out. So as long as we're kind of filling in that way, we should manage to get the stabilization done. Now, unfortunately, in this version of Thorncraft, there is no way of telling how stable something is. So that's a downer. But we are going to make our first proper Thorncraft item. And of course, if you didn't know what it was, it is going to be the boots of the Traveller. Now, this could be interesting. I need to have a look at the boots of the Traveller in there, because the boots of the Traveller are... Surely, is there a way to get a fish? We can do everything else. We can do a feather. We can do... How the hell do I get a fish? I mean, I can catch fish. I can... Well, maybe that's what we'd have to try then. Let's go get the... Have I got a fishing rod? I don't even know if I've got a fishing rod, you know. If not, I can make one. It's just that I don't think I've actually even made one yet, have I? Have I? Let's have a look, shall we? Fishing rod. TerraFirmaCraft. A couple of bits of string and some sticks. Sticks we can manage, we've got plenty. String we can manage, we've got 1, 2, 3. We've got feathers, so that's fine. Let us go and try and fish, shall we? It's a long time since I've done TFC fishing. I can't even remember whether you have to find the fishies. I mean, there's plenty out there. Look at them. Loads just swimming around. So maybe... we'll get that out there and just see what's what. I honestly cannot remember how this works. Oh, we got... we have to reel it in steady. Oh, that was a... yeah, that was it. You had to do that faffing around, didn't you? I may need to put a little fishing platform right down beneath the water here, because I don't know how I'm going to get this fish out. I think once we get here, he's going to be... yeah. Yeah, I think we need a little fishing platform. How am I going to do that then? This is a jolly good question. Let me go and have a look. Alright, let's try that again, shall we? Ooh-ba-doo, are we going to get a bite? When will we get a bite? A bite! There we go. This time we'll get him. Oh, he's a strong one. Fine. A fine fish. We have a fish. Excellent. Right, so we could definitely got a fish. We can get a fish. I don't know whether we can use that fish, but we can get a fish. So that's the thing. So let's have a look at the boots again. So we need a fish, we need a feather, we need some enchanted fabric. Now that is wool, surround it with 4 string and 1 of each. Wool is... how are we getting wool? Let's have a look. A wool block. No. I'm sure you can get that, but yeah, wool cloth. Or even burlap. Or give me 4. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So we can do that, I think. straight out of the bag. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our 4 wool. We only need we need 2, don't we? And we need string, but we're going to need more string than that. We're going to need another 5. And we'll get the enchanted fabric. Let's get in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. We should be good to do that now. It's a minor instability, so I'll take that because that's fine. If we do U with 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 of them. So uses for that. Alright, we'll just do boots again then. Boots of the traveller require... we need the feather and we need 2 air shards. Yes. We can handle air shards, but we can't do them straight off the bat, so that we need to go and sort out. Let me get the air shards done. What else did we need? And we just needed the feather, didn't we? Oh, and a pair of leather boots. Leather boots are pretty straightforward as well. In fact, we can do those right now. We've just got to remember the exact pattern, but as long as we've got a knife and some leather, leather boots is... yeah, so we're basically going to do that. There's the boots. Lovely. We should probably do some, probably cure some more leather actually. What's left? Air shards. That's what we were doing, wasn't it? Yeah. So I need to grind up a whole load of this. We need 32, I think it is, isn't it? I think that's what it worked out at. Let's just have a look. Uses of that. And it was... fresh water plus those makes 156, so, and this is 10. Yep, let me sort that out, be back in a second. Alright, so we got, oh, I need one more feather. We got everything we need except for the aspects now. And the aspects are Voltus and Iter. Now, Voltus is easy. Voltus is feathers. And we have got 32 already, so I actually don't even need to worry about doing that right now because I only need 25. What I do need though is Iter. Now, Iter comes from a number of things. You can get it from ender pearls. You get 4 per ender pearl, along with a whole load of other bits and pieces. But what you can get it from, which is cheap, is boats. The downside to that is you get arbor as well, and the upside is you also get aqua. Now aqua we are okay for. Let me just have a look. How am I for Iter? Ooh, if I were Iter, where would I be? I'd be there. I've got 3. I've also got a whole load of stuff we need to process here. Now I would like to see about upgrading this. One of the things we get loads of is Terra, and right now I'm getting far more Terra than I can possibly use. So I'm fairly certain you were supposed to be able to put that into... come on, Void. Oh, you need blaze powder as well. We can do that actually. We should be cinder. That's a shimmer leaf. Where's this? No, we can't. Okay, right. Forget that one. I can't void it. Okay. I was going to put void jars in for all of the things, but what we're going to have to do is just go with glass vials. Is not the end of the world, but it does mean that we've got, because I can see we've got Ordo and 2 lots of Terra. So that's basically a whole thing of Terra. How are we for Ordo? Let's get that while we're at it. I put a whole load of stone in. That's basically what I did wrong there. Or not wrong, but you know, did. I don't want to release it into the atmosphere. So the best thing to do here is probably going to be make a few more of those. Terra, yeah, we're going to end up with quite a bit of that, I think. It's one of those things you do end up with a lot of until we get the void side of things anyway. Boop. So it doesn't cost anything to make those, so let's make another set actually. Boop. Put those away, boop, boop, and let's go and empty that Terra jar, and we can get that one. Oops, hang on. I'm a little bit snided out with stuff. I should have put my fishing rod away, for example, because that would have been a good move. But if we go with the boat, that's Aqua, Ita, and Arbor. Now, Arbor, we're probably going to end up with far more than we need, but what we really do need is to get the Ita. So I'm going to need to do probably 6 boats, certainly more than 2. There's 3, so that's 5 Ita. And Aqua will probably end up with more than we need as well. So we'll see how we go. But right now, we need to get 25 Ita together. So yeah, and we're at 12. I only need to do 2 more boats. Cool. Back in a moment. Alright, moment of truth. We have everything we need to do our first infusion. Now we are going to double check. We are definitely making the boots. They use a fish. Craft a TerraFirmaCraft fish, and it becomes a Minecraft fish. That one's sorted. Feather, fabric, and shards with that in the middle. 25 Ita, 25 Voltus. Negligible risk. Yeah, I've heard that before. Now, there's something peculiar going on with these. These are definitely freaking out. But, again, balance. That one to that one. That one to that one. That one to that one. So, everything should be balanced. We have got 32, 27 and 32. We have enough of everything. I'm going to take the one focus off just to avoid. Right, what is missing then? There's something wrong here. What is it? We've got a fish. We've got boots. Now, again, are these? They're... No, it is definitely boot. They're taking that. Okay. That should be working then. That is a leather boot. Fabric, fabric, feather, fish. I wonder whether it needs to be a non-tip Minecraft fish then. Maybe I better go and catch a fish. Let me just go and try that one for size. Typical. Bloody typical. Ah well, bit of night fishing. Never hurt anybody, did it? Fishing rod, where are you? Thank you. And we'll just head over to our little platform, which is here. And whee! Splosh. And it's come on. Gotcha. Fish. Right, let's try it with a TerraFirmaCraft fish then. Yeah, interesting. Certainly different. Now again, we know everything works here, and the rest, even in this case, the recipe's right. It's just sometimes the interaction of these mods can be more than a little strange. Working. So it was just a fish. keep my eye on it. I should actually make sure that I've got a good, because you can see those little bolts of lightning that are flashing off. That's instability. We don't want that, because if that zaps anything on the item, worst case scenario, it will flick an item off a pedestal. Best case, best case, it will flick an item off a pedestal. Worst case, there you go, boots of the traveller. Who needs to sprint when you've got boots of the traveller? Now, the armour bonus of them is pretty poor, you know, we accept that, but gotta love them boots, booty boots. Now we are whipping, we are buzzing around. Excellent, excellent, wonderful, awesome, great. Put the focus back on there. Leave this down here for now. Along with that, anything else? That fish can probably just go. But it's the jump, is the everything about these boots is awesome. Right, we need to sort our food situation out, and then we've got some more jobs to do about the place. So let me check on how long I've been recording, and I'll be back in a sec. All right, next thing first thing, with these things I don't need those anymore. Bye bye. In fact, sorry. The wasteful. The waste. I can't waste. I think I'm pathologically incapable of wasting things. However, there was a comment made by Hatch and Slay, was the name, I think, and they made a very, very good suggestion about, instead of storing the things, was why don't we just make the there we go. Ooh, thaumium. Ooh, nice. Ooh, all the ooh, nice, oohs. Nice and ooh and ooh. Lots of ooh. Right, we'll get rid of you. I brought that over. We'll leave the wheat seeds. That lot can come out. That I'm going to leave the juniper berry. I'm not entirely sure what you do. You make juniper wort, which you then, God only knows. That's a psychedelic craft stuff. But the point was made, which was a very good point, was why don't I just stack the stuff here and actually have my furnace here? And it's like, you know what? That's a really good point. And I can make quite a big charcoal furnace here. You know, decent sized. Like that perhaps. And then maybe even go down a level. I don't know whether I've never thought whether you're better off going down a level or not. A little bit of me likes doing it, and I don't know why. There is no solid reason. Now, the point made was you could have just piled them up out here and covered them in dirt, which again is equally valid. But I do like having structures for these things. However, I do definitely see the purpose of ditching the rather, you know, fancy looking structure at the end of our pier over there. We can get rid of that and have done with. We can grab a little bit of dirt out here, put a floor down, make this, I don't know, so big, doesn't really matter, does it? Stick a glowstone block in the bottom of it just for lighting for when it's not in use, because, you know, spawn safe is spawn safe. And that I think will be something, and we can stick some ladders on the side just to climb up to throw the torch in. However, I do need that glowstone block. I love these boots. These boots are just totally made for exploring. They're actually quite severely, in my opinion anyway, quite severely nerfed in the more recent versions of Thermacraft, because they required you to have a wand on you with juice in them, which I think was, I mean, it was fair enough. It wasn't, but it's not that overpowerful, in my opinion, that it needed nerfing. But there you go. Doesn't really matter. It's only a game after all, and if you're going to get triggered by something like that, then you know, you need to get a life a bit. So, want to like that perhaps. I mean, it's reasonable to say we don't even need to actually have the hole. So this is what, so if we make this a 5x5, that's going to be a big old charcoal pit, isn't it? You don't even have to light the middle block, it just has to be, no, that's not right. There we go. Just has to be the a block. So we could, for example, actually no, let's do not that one. Let's make it this one. There's no reason why we can't make that one a dirt block. Ow. Right. Note to self: you ain't invulnerable. 3. So I think that will be enough, and we'll come up like this on the side and try not to kill ourselves with these boots. Now this does bring me to the next, well, two of the next phases in the development of this. So we are currently rocking what can only be described as crap armor. There's no point in beating around the bush a bit on it. Let me, if I do one there, one there, one there, one there, that will work, won't it? You know, it's okay, but it's not perfect. I'm going to use some iron ingots to make ourselves. Let's not make that mistake. Oh, you are kidding me. Oh, it updated. Okay, just needed a update, a signal update. So we should, in theory, be able to close that off. That's fireproof, so it should seal the entire thing in. I suppose the next thing to do is try it, but at the moment I'm running a little low on food, and I'm trying to get my cheese, because I've been kind of very bad, and I've not been managing my cheese situation. So yeah. Anyway, I was saying that there is the next stages of development are to improve the armor. Not obviously those will come off things. Now there's a couple of options here. One is that we go with something simple, like just go with black bronze. Black bronze will give us a lot of pluses, but we hope, you know, it's not black bronze, black steel. So if we look at the chest pieces, for example, if we were to go with a thormium chest plate, not that one, but that one, because that's the not that one, that one. That has got considerably better than we've got now in terms of its crush slash and things. But the helmet, let me just have a look at the helmet side of things. I do believe that it is possible to combine that with your goggles. I know you can certainly do the thormium fortress. Can't do that one. However, if we were to look at black steel, for example, the actual damage reduction is vastly superior to that. Vastly superior. So it would make a lot more sense to use black steel or even, you know, wrought iron. Wrought iron is exactly the same as thaumium, and of course steel is better again, but black steel is an order of magnitude better. Blue steel is even better again, or red steel, whichever you prefer. For some reason somebody's put in bismuth helmets and zinc helmets, and somewhat even a rose gold helmet. God knows what you'd do with a rose gold helmet. It'd be utterly useless. And the other thing is the dark helm. Whether we can actually get because that takes 95. That when it's empowered will absorb 95% of the damage. Needless to say, that could be potentially better than anything else. I don't know. I suppose this is what we're trying to say here. We don't know what the actual best solution is. I will probably, I think, go with black steel. I also want to see what's... I want to go and put some of this stuff away. Come here. How are you? Are you ready for milking yet? You're not ready. You're never going to be ready for milking. You can be milked. So let's get some milk going. And you. I take it off my selection, right? We need one more bucket and then we can actually make the cheese. I don't think I didn't make the cheese into the other thing and then leave it there, did I? It's entirely possible I did. Oh, who knows? Let's go and put some of these bits away. And actually, I suppose we could go and try this out. That's probably as good a point as any to get going, isn't it? Oh, I need a normal torch for that though. Let me just go and get one. Back in a sec. I didn't get a chance to open this. I've just been started filling the the fire pit over there up, and but I thought we'd open this up because you never know what you're going to get. That was potions. I don't think I've actually scanned one. I haven't got my thermometer on me anyway, so there's a bit of that. Some gold. You don't get a huge amount out of it, but you know, at the end of the day, it's free. So, well, it's a free reward. I think is probably the correct way of determining that. And this should bring us down to the last thing of food we've got. Then we need to go and hopefully we'll get cheese. In fact, I should go and check. I can't remember whether I milked the cows. You're not ready for milking, so yeah, we'll have a little sleep. But yeah, we're getting there, steady, and we can finish off this food, or at least have a bite of it. The rest should last. Let's go and have a look. How are you doing your meal? You are not quite ready for milkage. Yeah. So this fire pit. Oh, I also lit up these corners with candles. I might change those out for something a little bit more appropriate at some point in the not too distant future. But right now, this is where we're at. I have emptied one cabinet. And I think we're going to empty a couple of cabinets worth. So yeah, this is going to take a lot of filling. It's just going to be one of them things, I suspect. But yeah, that's fine. You know, we'll. The other thing is, I'm trying to fill this in a kind of a sensible manner. So we kind of work back to front, but leave the illumination hole open. That should make life a little bit easier going forward, because then we can kind of stack like this, and then I mean, there isn't a right way of doing this or a wrong way of doing this. Let's be honest. I'm just doing what seems to work for me right now, this second, and I can get this back wall filled up, and then we can come in and get the last of this done. Basically get as much filled as we can. But yeah, we'll get there, and the live world will be, as you know, good and happy. Now the problem is, obviously, we're going to be able to fill up to here, then we're going to have to go above to fill the last 2 blocks in. It's no biggie. It ain't no biggie. We'll just come and take that. So that's 2/3 of that locker emptied. Yeah, let me get this done. Back in a mood. Alright, first hurdle. You can't actually stack, I'm just going to stick one of those in there for now, wood on glowstone. Who knew? So that's the thing. The second hurdle is we've nearly run out of wood. All of the wood we put in those cabinets was not enough to fill that charcoal kiln. I mean, it's not the prettiest one. I'll do something to pretty it up later, I think. But yeah, so it's going to take probably a few growths to do that. Oh, we're lucky there. We actually got a full thing. Okay, that's good. So yeah, it's just now a matter of filling this in all the way to the top, and then we can test it. How I pretty something like this up, I honestly don't know, by the way. Oh man, now I was getting stuck. Yeah, we are actually shy by quite a bit. Now I could chop one of these down. I don't want to, because it's going to take everything out. Let's just go and get one of these spare trees over here that we got kicking around from the earlier planting. In fact, have I not got... did I not leave? So I did. This will be enough. And then some. What did I put in there? Oh god, there's all sorts. I should come back and grab that as well. But let's get this done. This is my mission. We just want to try this out. What out of that actually do I want out? I mean, you use that to make, presumably, definitely want you, definitely want you, definitely want you, definitely want you. Really don't give a damn about any of that in any great quantity. So let's just go and we'll pop that here for now, because these are all the valuables from previous runs. We're running out of time, so let's try and get this finished. Grab a piece of dirt and that torch. I put the torch up there, didn't I? Yes. Piece of dirt. And let's see whether this actually works. Because if it doesn't, I've just wasted a hell of a lot of wood. Which will be kind of a bit of a sod, actually. But if it does, we should be fine. Right. Let's... no. Try that again. Get that ready. And woof. That appears to be working. Okay, well, I think on that note, I'm going to call this one an episode. I'm not entirely sure how long I've been recording. I'm sure it's about the right length of time. We have achieved, whilst many little things, we have achieved the biggest thing of the lot. We've got these things. They definitely need to be enchanted though. So I've got, as I say, going forward, multiple things I need to do. First, we need to sort out our armor. Our ability to enchant said armor would be really useful to do. Now, obviously, the problem with this is it's 1.7 enchanting. So when I do a top level enchant, I'm going to lose 30 levels of enchantment power. So I need a means of getting 30 levels of enchantment relatively easily. To that end, that is a no-go because it's too slow, but there's over there's that Thorncraft dungeon, and that has got a zombie spawner in it, which may not be ideal, but it's about the best we can do. The other thing, of course, is we could go into the dungeons themselves and build a spawner in one of those roguelikes, because in theory we might be able to find 2 or 3 zombie spawners within range of each other. That's a possible one, but it's obviously more dangerous, and we would want to be seriously up armoured on that, I think. But for now, I'm going to get a picture of me in my fancy boots. In fact, I'm going to get a picture of me in my fancy boots near the new smelter, and then we got everything on there, haven't we? But first, successful infusion. That is definitely still working. It's not on fire, so that's good. So if we, hang on, there's a zombie at one of them trees. So let's no, you've got to be able to see my fancy boots. Get that. There you go. And on that note, thank you very much for watching, guys, and until next time, bye for now.